this has really been a breakthrough point for us in our startup, because if we go back in time and where we started, we knew that it was about helping business recognize that if they could take themselves and be online and connect, that they could build relationships using technology, and not just technology, but the way that we're all interacting as a human species now, and use that to do meaningful things.
The thing that has changed my life on a daily basis is Ignite. And it, like even during every conversation I'm having every day, is Ignite. It is my message going, did I just, am I being the person that I said I was going to be? Or the person that I am. My message to myself is accept myself. I'm like, did I just accept myself then? Or did I just try and please somebody? And I'm so quickly changing that.
I can say for myself, and I get the feeling that everybody else here that's in the room here feels the same way. And that is that Ignite changed some part or in some way of all of us, or it certainly gave us this perspective. And look, I've read a million self-help books and motivational stuff and mumbo jumbo and all that sort of rubbish, and I'm incredibly cynical about all of that sort of stuff.
But how do you get people on board? How do you get them to take what they need, not what they want? And that's been part of the challenge. So, the start of our business was all about how to build clients on LinkedIn, or how to get referrals through, social media, or how to, put video into your professional services firm so that you can leverage every element of your client touch points, how to, instead of be replying to your clients via email, do it via video and increase your engagement and your reach, and how to make sure that you're touching your clients less with your own interpersonal replicated time, and make it deeper and more meaningful, and then have the breadth of their experience through social media make the relationship tighter. All of these things.
Bringing them through Ignite, that's the piece of magic there.
I agree with that, because realistically I've been to all the advisor edges, but my only regret is not doing Ignite the first year instead of waiting 4 years to do it, because this has been a hugely valuable experience. This is different to Advisor Edge, for some reason I didn't make the decision to commit to Ignite or the equivalent of whatever it was, but I should have done, so that was a bit of a mistake.
Does everyone feel the same?
Yeah.
But the Ignite's the bit that puts it all together.
Yeah. If you got a room full of everyone who's done Ignite, man, that would be awesome.
That's a powerful.
But at the core of it, what our business has always been is in self-awareness. And it's been my life obsession to figure out how to help people reach what I call a tipping point self-awareness. It's that point where you actually understand who you are so well that you can't help but drive forward each revelation from there. It's like the Pandora's box. Once you open it, you can't close it again. It just keeps growing and expanding. And if I could just help those people be connected to themselves and use the power of social media, then that could fundamentally change the world.
Well, I certainly would be quite happy, and I said this to you at the start of the day when I came to go to your hug and said being on this program has changed my life, and I'd already committed 2 years of navel gazing before that.
I would be more than happy to talk to camera and make sure you had the right audio to say that, and talk about how it's transformed everything, even though I thought I'd already gone through a big transformation. But once the transformation starts, you keep expanding. That's the thing. You don't ever stop.
That's the tipping point self-awareness. And it took me all of my life commitment to figure out how to make that happen. And going through it myself. So here's what I want to create. I want to create an opportunity for other people to experience that, but also have the tools to turn it into commercial outcomes, right? now we've finally reached that point. We've finally reached a place where we've created something that over and over and over again can have people that are already developed, already self-aware, already doing good things, just make a radical transformation and become those authentic, resonant leaders that will actually make a difference in the world. And that's so exciting seeing that. But now we've reached that point, we almost have to tip out everything that we'd done before as a startup and reinvent ourselves, because the first evolution was just to figure out, does the hypothesis work? Does this work? Can it be scalable? Can we do this with so many people that it will actually change the world? And the answer was yes, but everything we created to fund that almost becomes redundant because of the meaning and the importance of what this is, and how do you make that transition? And it's hard. I mean, there's always fear in business. How do you throw out what you've already created because it's not going to serve what's going to go forward? When I started this business, I sold my previous one, and I, took what I had from that and reinvested in it and convinced my wife that we'd go on this crazy journey. And then we get to this point and it's almost like doing exactly the same thing. And so the national conference that we created, Advisor Edge, that's just really starting to become successful, I've decided that I'm not going to run it that way anymore. I'm not going to do that, because it's not at the core of where we need to go and how we need to be. It's served us before, but if we just focused on, let's just make money from this, we wouldn't be being true to our purpose. And that's scary. And to be able to do that as a startup requires insane conviction. But who do you want to be? And that's what I've been looking in the mirror and asking and answering, and having people around me say, you've changed my life, over and over. That's what helps me to go, it's time to move forward.